Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mansillon. I hope you're having a good day. For it is really we are on the brink of a new renaissance. This renaissance will first happen in a very small group. It will be recognized by a small group. It will probably be both are on all level of society. This awakening, and then it will gain strength and momentum. For it is very important to focus on the best story possible, to always that we tell ourselves, because that provides the possibility for happy resolutions. It's all about vibration and feeling good. So we want to tell ourselves a good story, but we want to tell a story that make us feel good. Find good feelings wherever you can find them. There is easy places. So just understanding it is the end of the movie. The movie is really every consciousness is about to shift and is shifting. And because we cannot win the fight against darkness in the duality realm. It is the fight of Cervantes, of Don Quixote. He was fighting against the windmill, and it's like fighting against shadows. So it's like what we need is to let go of the limitation, to move into a higher frequency, and all that bring you joys move you closer to what your goals are. So it's like there is a choice between staying in 3D or connecting to our higher self. Our higher self is a divine, eternal being, but we need to invite in this higher frequency, this higher self. For the ego only sees the physical, the manifestation, the physical, the logical, and so it is like an opposite force to that which wants to happen on the inner planes. Once we choose consciously that we want to be the highest version of ourselves. And we do not need to seek to be closer to God. We want to realize that we are one already, regardless of where we are. For it is not like. So it is very important to let go of that desire to get closer to God in order to really embrace the fact that the Creator is already one and in His perfection with us at any given moment. And um, and so uh, uh, and and have no fear. All the dark ETs and all that, they're weak and alone on the planet, and they're like in the desperate. There are battles that are being fought up there because there's such a state of desperation that they're trying all kinds of things, but they do not just be on your own in your own power. For only that is good and bad is only when we are in incarnations. And so it's only very illusionary, because a higher self stands way above and beyond good and bad. And so to remove the judgment will assist us in removing the guilt and the pressure and all that. So just letting go, yet remaining understanding life is like a consciousness, is like a pyramid. On the higher planes of the pyramid is pure and light and divine, that's where we want to always be, because the further we go down the pyramid, the more confusions. And on the universe is the same thing. The dimensions are like pyramids, like a pyramid, and then the lower the dimensions, the more chaos and tension and conflict and ignorance there is. But so we always want to reign on the top of the pyramid, like on the dollar bill. There is this great eye on top of the pyramid that dominates. It is the presence of God. For people will say, well, it's the symbol of the Illuminatis. I better go and hide at home, put um, an aluminum helmet, and I'll be protected. No, it's all the same power. It's all the power of the one. Once your light dominates your own pyramid, you erase all of the negative and lower frequencies. So it's this power. It's a kind of interesting to think that once your light dominates the pyramid, you dominate all of all of life, in truth, because there's only our own pyramid is in the world pyramid, but it depends on a level of wisdom and love. For we want to be the presence of love. That's all we have to do. The divine law is eternal, but it's eternal. It doesn't change. But in a relationship to it, it's always a dance. It's always a transformation process, a merging process, to emerge into a higher consciousness of love. So and becoming aware of all kinds of hidden realities within. For there's subtle reality that are not fully conscious, but there are little signs that those realities are there, as well as the mirror of life. It is important to refine our connections, and to be with, it's an unfolding process. Huh? The more we are able to let go of the limitation, the more we are able to merge with the unity of the light. And when we don't know, we can go into silence to hear the silent voice that supports, that guides, that counsels, and provides solution. um, and because by now we should have signs, we should know that what we say condition the reality that we're going to be experiencing. So it's very important to say positive things. Well, I realize that in the past I've said negative things that have manifested. Now I don't want to self-sabotage myself, so I have a tendency to stay very positive in relationship to what I think and what I say and what I do, because the more positive thoughts, the more we are aligning also with our higher self, higher timeline, and this process of ascension. Um, so we do have to reclaim our power and reclaim the frequency of a self-empowerment. And I do have a channel on Telegram also. I put there like videos and documentaries in English and French, and humor messages called Gilles Mansillon. I cannot put it in the link. YouTube refuses it, so just thought if you want to stay in touch. And so for a very long time, I'm going to pull some cards maybe. For a very long time, I always knew that the accumulation of wealth was important. As when I became when I became an art dealer, and so, but I put my attention too much on the celebration of life, on creativity, on spirituality, and not enough on the material and physical stuff. Yet Spirit says not to regret anything, not to have no regrets in relationship to anything. But I realized when I was 10 years old, I was interested in the stock market. If I would have told my father, who was a CPA, that I wanted to invest in the stock, he would have probably supported me, and maybe I would have come into wealth a lot earlier in my life. But I probably would have been distracted from creating all those amazing paintings that I've created, and I hope to soon be able to return to the creation of art, which pretty is coming. So the observer of the day is happy to see all as perfect, in all in perfect timing, all is divine, all is perfect, all has led you to the point where you can accept the freedom. What the highest wisdom is the yin. Solution will come from the outside. Do not force anything. Just let it come to you. But just be in the synchronicity. When it's your time to act, you act. But there may be, the universe may provide solutions. What we need to understand is the tribe, new friends, new relations that are on every level. It can be a friend, it can be romantic, it can be professional, it can be a spiritual connection. It can all the tribe is those people that are who are vibrating together, and we want to create those positive egregores of freedom and liberation for the whole world, and for ourselves, of course, at first. What we need to do is going far. It's a long road. It's a long road ahead, and it's been a long road, and it will continue to be a long road. But we're going to go very far. So we meant to achieve a lot of things in this one lifetime. So there's a lot of energy, and what the outcome is the same as in the French reading, is going in circle. We're going to go in circle as long as we do that, until we are able to elevate ourselves above the situation. We're going to see beyond the veil. And so it's going to be very it's going to be very it's going to be very interesting. It's very interesting. I do feel like a lot of things I've always wanted, without ever really acting upon it, are coming to me right now, coming to me energetically, and will soon will manifest. It's going to be even probably much better than what I dreamt of. And for now, we are the outsider, and the observer is the outsider. It's like we're looking at the situation, but we seem to be unable to affect it directly. But it's up to us when we enter into the stage. It's up to our higher self. Our higher self knows when we are ready. The highest wisdom is the sun. It is the power of innocence. It is the brightness of the purity of heart, and this empowerment. what we need to understand is understanding is the understanding of freedom. Once we let go of the limitation, we are free. Then what we need to do is celebration. There's going to be great celebration. There is already, but they're going to be manifesting in a very different way. And the outcome is to turn within for now. It's to not pay attention to all of the shadows that are, all of the limitation, or all of the lower energy that are surrounding us, in order to tune in to something greater, something in the inner self and the light on the inside. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I thought I was called to come and make a video today. I hope I didn't miss anything I wanted to talk about. But no regrets in any events about life, about what is. We did what we can with what we had in any event, and we learned what we needed to learn from the experience, and that is really what we're going to continue to do in any event. Well, I finished. So I didn't bring a song, but maybe I'll just sing a few notes to finish. It's a song called "Amazing Grace." Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. I'll make the short version. Amazing grace. We want to return to the state of grace more and more, to let go of many of the things of the mind. And for that, the observer is righteousness. What we need, the highest wisdom is clairvoyance. To be clairvoyant is always to see beyond the veil. What we need to understand is the choice. We have choices. We need to always make we can always make new choices. It's only everybody grows, change, and evolve. So it's always okay to change position in relationship to something when we feel it is right. What we need to do is patience. Continue to cultivate patience, and the outcome is humility. So when we humble, we take possession of things because we place ourselves below. So God is placed himself, his own will, below our own will, and he gives us the power of life to express our own will. So by doing that, he's possessed. He's like he submits his own will to our own will. So we want to shift this position to where we move into this humble position where God stands, and to receive life every day, and to be happy, to be joyful, and to be empowered, and to know what we want, and to know that the whole company of heaven is supporting this process of transformation to a better quality of life and a better world. I thank you very much. Namaste.